Welcome to IPL Deep Dive, the podcast that brings you expert analysis, thrilling match highlights, and all the drama of IPL 2025. Whether you're a diehard fan or just catching the cricket fever, we've got you covered with in-depth insights and engaging discussions. Get ready to explore the heart of the action with your hosts, Mike and Michelle, as they dive into today's match analysis. It's time to step onto the pitch and join the conversation.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping right into it, looking at that recent IPL clash between Kolkata Knight Riders and Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yeah, quite a match.
We've got the scorecard right here, and we're looking at commentary from CricBuzz, ESPN, Cricinfo, trying to figure out, what really happened.
Exactly, and what does it all mean?
Right. Our mission, as always, find the surprising bits, the key takeaways for you listening.
And it was, a statement win for KKR, wasn't it? 80 runs. KKR put up 200 for 6, which is solid. But the real eye-opener is SRH, known for their batting. All out for 120 in less than 17 overs.
Oof.
Yeah, and the scorecard points to Vifana Aurora, player of the match, 3 for 29.
Okay, so let's dig into that KKR innings first. 200 sounds smooth, but the scorecard, it shows a bit of a shaky start, actually.
It does, yeah.
Quick wickets, wasn't it? DeCock for 1, Noreen for 7, suddenly 14 for 1, then 16 for 2. Some early pressure there.
Definitely. And this is where you see that resilience factor. Instead of crumbling, you had Rahane, the captain, playing a steady 38.
Right.
And Ankush Raghavanshi, the youngster, hitting a really crucial 50. That partnership, it didn't just stop the rod, it shifted things.
Yeah, it kind of settled everything down, didn't it? It shows how important it is to have guys who can just absorb that early hit.
Absolutely. And then came Venkatesh Iyer. Wow. 60 off 29 balls.
That was something else. 7 4s, 3 6s. That kind of hitting just changes the whole feel of the innings.
Completely. And Rinku Singh doing his thing at the end, 32 off 17, quick fire. Looking at the fall of wickets, you see that dip, then the recovery, and then that big acceleration. And what's interesting about Iyer, the commentary mentioned this, is, given his price tag, maybe some pressure, he actually started kind of slow. Run-a-ball-ish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he exploded. Shows real game awareness,
right?
Adapting. Sometimes you got to play yourself in before you go big.
Good point. Okay, let's flip to the SRH innings. And the scorecard here is, it's pretty grim reading from the get-go.
It really is.
Travis Head, 4 off 2. Abhishek Sharma, 2 off 6. Ishan Kishan, 2 off 5. Bang, bang, bang. 9 for 3.
Yeah, 9 for 3. I mean, how do you even start to chase 200 from there? It puts just immense pressure on everyone else.
Right.
And the commentary, they kind of pointed out that SRH's super aggressive approach up top.
Yeah.
It's risky.
High risk, high reward. Sometimes.
Exactly. When Head and Sharma and Kishan don't fire, like we see here, the middle order's got a mountain to climb against good bowling. Makes you question if that ultra-aggression always works.
We did see a little bit of a fight back. Nitish Kumar Reddy got 19, Kamindu Mendes 27. Klassen, who's usually dangerous, top scored with 33.
Yeah, but even his wicket, the commentators flagged it as the final nail in the coffin almost.
And the wickets just kept tumbling, didn't they? Looking down the scorecard, it's just regular intervals, no real momentum.
That's the key difference, isn't it? Partnerships.
Yeah.
SRH had basically none. Their highest was, 37?
Yeah.
Tiny.
Compare that to KKR Hunter Raghavanshi, Iyer Singh. Those stands built the innings. SRH just couldn't string anything together after that disastrous start. Maybe lacking that anchor role player.
Could be. Let's look at the KKR bowling now. Vifana Aurora, 3 for 29. Player of the match. CricBuzz guys. Like his fuller length, the swing.
Yeah.
Getting Head early, then Klassen later. That head wicket feels huge.
Oh, massive. Taking out someone like Head who can score so quickly right at the start, it just eases the pressure immediately, lets your spinners settle in.
And speaking of spinners, Varun Chakravarthi, again, 3 for 22.
Yeah, the mystery spinner. They still call him that. Batters just seem to struggle picking him, don't they? His variations, the action. Commentary suggested he's kind of become KKR's main guy now, maybe taking over from Noreen in that wicket-taking sense. Just keeps batters guessing.
Interesting evolution there. Noreen was still tight, though, 1 for 30.
Yeah.
Economical. Maybe batters just play him safer now. Could be. Respect his reputation. Andre Russell also chipped in, 2 for 21. Important middle-over wickets when SRH were trying maybe to rebuild slightly.
Right.
And Arshit Rana, 1 for 15. The interesting thing there, commentators noted he was taking pace off the ball, even early on in the power play.
Oh, clever. On that pitch.
Yeah, suggesting he read the pitch well, maybe thought there was a bit of grip. Deceiving batters, they called him a lucky general, seems to just find ways to get wickets.
So you've got Nareen squeezing, Chakravarthi bamboozling, Aurora striking. Pretty complete attack.
Seems like it.
Okay, SRH bowling figures. Shami 1 for 29. Cummins 1 for 44, which is a bit expensive for him, maybe.
Yeah, 44 off 4.
Not ideal. Zishan Ansari 1 for 25. Harshal Patel 1 for 43, also a bit costly. And Mendy's got a wicket in his only over, 1 for 4.
Right, and that single over for Mendy's was a talking point in the commentary.
Yeah.
If the pitch was hoping spinners, why only 1 over?
It feeds into this idea that maybe SRH's bowling plans weren't quite as clear or adaptable as KKR's. They got wickets, but they also leaked runs. Okay, zooming out, big picture. That power play performance by KKR's bowlers, just decisive, wasn't it?
Absolutely. SRH 33 for 3. Game almost over right there, chasing 200. And Aurora getting head up front set the whole tone.
And allowed Chakravarthi and the others to really turn the screw in the middle over.
Exactly. Controlled the run rate, kept taking wickets. No escape for SRH.
And it feels like KKR just judged the conditions better. Mention of a drier pitch, perhaps. Their bowlers certainly executed like they knew what they were doing. Even the batting, like you said, with Iyer adapting, not just going hard from ball 1.
Yeah, that adaptability is just crucial in T20. Reading the pitch, the situation, KKR seemed to nail it.
Whereas SRH, the commentary definitely hinted at this potential over-reliance on the top order's firepower.
Yeah, that one-dimensional feel.
When plan A, blitzing the start, fails, is there a plan B? Especially with the top 3 struggling in the last few games now.
It's a big question for them. If those guys consistently don't fire, you need others to step up, maybe play a different kind of game. Build in innings rather than just attack. That balance seems off right now.
And those partnerships again, or lack thereof for SRH, it just jumps out on the scorecard. KKR built platforms SRH couldn't.
Yep. Partnerships are the bedrock. Without them, innings just tend to fall apart, especially under pressure, which is exactly what happened to SRH.
Commentary also gave a nod to Rahane's captaincy, good communication, smart field placements, adding that extra layer of pressure.
Good captaincy can definitely squeeze a few extra runs or save a few. It sounds like Rahane was tactically sharp.
And we should probably reemphasize Venkatesh Iyer's knock. 60 off 29. That's not just runs, that's a potential turning point for him this season, right? Huge for KKR's middle order.
Definitely. Adds so much depth and power when he's firing like that. Big confidence boost for him too, you'd imagine.
Yeah. And the SRH bowling commentators sounded a bit underwhelmed, questioning the plans, the execution, the spinner usage.
Yeah. Seemed like a few question marks there. Maybe lacked that cutting edge or the flexibility KKR showed.
Okay, and the toss. Okay, maybe both wanted to chase. It's T20. But KKR showed 200 was very defendable with the right bowling effort.
Proved it conclusively, didn't they? Good bowling can absolutely win you games defending decent totals. Chasing isn't always the answer.
So, wrapping it up, key takeaways. KKR looked really well-rounded, adaptable, executed their plans. SRH, well, they need a rethink, don't they? Especially about that batting approach if the top order keeps failing.
Yeah, that's the main story. And the surprising part is just how completely SRH folded, given their batting strength on paper. Bowled out for 120 is quite something. Oh, and Rana taking pace off in the power play. That was a nice little tactical insight.
And for everyone listening, it's a good reminder, isn't it? Adapting, having multiple plans, that applies everywhere, not just cricket. Relying too much on one strength can leave you vulnerable. That's true in business, projects, anything, really.
Definitely. Which leads to that final thought. What does SRH do now? Do they stick to their guns, this ultra-aggressive identity, hoping it clicks again? Or do they need to evolve, become more adaptable, even if it means changing their core style a bit? That clash between identity and reality is fascinating.
It really is. Something to watch, for sure. Okay, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
We'll catch you on the next one.